Good morning, everybody. It's March 23rd, day 17. I stayed at the Fontana Resort just to do laundry, shower, got my resupply box, and I'm ready to go into the Smoky Mountains. I'm currently walking over the Fontana Dam, and down there is where my dad camped out for 3 days waiting for the ranger to come to sign their permits. So we'll be heading into the Smoky Mountains. I think, nope, wrong mountain. Over there's a Shuck Stack fire tower. But yeah, going into the Smokies today. Well, we just put our permit in the box and we're officially starting the Smoky Mountains. Here we go. It's about 4,200 feet up and 10 miles to get to the shelter. So we got some moving to do. So if you register your hike at Amicalola Falls, you get a little tag and a number. For reference, I'm number 702. And just a little bit ago, I was having lunch and water with some other hikers, and these two older gentlemen come around the corner, and they are hikers number 2 and number 3. They both had some injuries along the way, but they started January 1st. Hello from Tennessee, my 3rd state on the Appalachian Trail. I do, however, go back into North Carolina, back into Tennessee, back into North Carolina a couple more times on the way up to Virginia. So this won't be the first time I'll see Tennessee or the last I'll see of North Carolina. So, but yeah, 3rd state, kind of cool. Got another 3 miles to go till camp, and yeah, gonna be raining in the morning. But then after that, the rest of the week looks pretty good. So just gonna keep walking. Good morning, everybody. It's March 24th, day 18. Today is day 2 in the Smoky Mountains, and the are to die for. It rained last night. Everything's soggy. Clouds are rolling on through. Sun's supposed to come out at some point, but that'll be nice because my feet are soaked. I've got my rain jacket on to keep me warm, but I'm also just as wet from sweating. So there's a fine balance in there somewhere. But yeah, whatever. Just keep walking. Just had some lunch. It's 2:30. The sun finally came out around 12:30, 1 o'clock. This whole morning was just rain and in the clouds, so everything was just damp and soggy. So I laid everything out while I was eating, and everything's pretty dry. Well, just my shoes and socks I was trying to dry. Everything else is whatever. But got another 6 miles to go and we'll be there. Um, yeah, nothing exciting today. This morning sucked. I was hiking angrily. I didn't care if my feet were splashing my legs or whatever. It was just wet and miserable. But it's wet and miserable for everybody else too, so it makes it less miserable. But yep, just gonna keep on walking and we'll get there. Good morning, everybody. It's March 25th, day 19, day 3 in the Smokies. Yesterday morning was less than enjoyable, but when I got to the shelter last night, there's a fellow in there, John. He had a fire going, so I was able to dry out my shoes and socks and shorts and not have to get dressed wet this morning, which was a huge. Today we'll be hitting the 200-mile mark, and we'll be going to the highest point on the trail, Clingman's Dome, which is now known as Kauai after the Cherokee Indians. But yeah, clear skies this morning. We're finally getting some views that we didn't get yesterday because of the cloud cover. And yeah, just gonna keep on walking and have a good day. This is some of the freshest, good smelling air I've had in a while. It smells like my favorite Yankee candle, the balsam and cedar. And I haven't used my inhaler once out here, which usually at home, usually 1 or 2 times a day, but not out here. This is some good fresh air. Well, we just hit mile 200 and we just climbed up to the top of Clingman's Dome, which is the highest point on the AT at 6,608 feet. So it should all be downhill from here, right? It's almost 5 o'clock, got another 1.5 miles to go. But when I came into Newfound Gap, I wasn't expecting it to be so touristy. Hundreds of cars, people. And then as I was crossing the road, the fellow was like, "Hey, you hungry, thirsty?" I was like, "Sure." So he pulled back in, handed me a Baja Blast, a couple of energy bars, had a little chit chat. He hiked the trail in 2022. Older gentleman from Tennessee. Pretty sure his name was Scott. And yeah, that was delicious. And now I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. My first soda I've had in, I don't know, since I've been out here. Pretty delicious.
We're not bailing on it. Oh, who's that? Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It's March 26th, day 20, day 4 of the Smoky Mountains. Got to Ice Water Spring Shelter last night, packed full of section hikers and people on spring break. So pitched my tent, no problem. Wake up in the morning, frost everywhere. Sleeping bag got a little damp, but I'll dry it out later at lunch. Only gonna do 12 miles today. I'll probably be out of the Smokies by the end of tomorrow, I'm thinking. Yeah, a little chilly this morning. Very windy up here, but should be another clear day of getting around and some good views. Good morning, everybody. It's March 27th, day 21, day 5 in the Smokies. Yeah, I don't know. The Smokies is coming to an end. We'll be out of here either later tonight if I push, or tomorrow morning, which will probably be tomorrow morning. There's a pretty good view further up that I want to stop at, but yeah, I don't know, just walking. Nothing new to report. Everything's doing good. Body's feeling good. A little overcast right now, but I think it's supposed to clear up and be one of the warmer days in the Smokies that I've had. There's still ice and snow in all the shaded places. I would say more than 50% of the Smokies is this narrow one-track path.
You got flame? No, I can't. World's worst flame. I'll work on it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, turtle.
Hold on.
Good morning, everybody. It's March 28th, day 22, day 5 in the Smokies. I'll be out of the Smoky Mountains in about, I don't know, 3 miles. So it was cool to go through the Smokies. I lucked out for sure weather-wise. I only had one rainy morning. It could always be a lot worse up here, especially at all the elevations. Pretty much at like 5,000, above 5,000 feet for most of it. So stayed at Davenport Gap Shelter last night, which was at 2,000 feet. So to wake up this morning and it was 50 degrees and not 30 degrees higher up was it was nice. Made packing up a lot easier. Don't have a big plan for today. I'm just gonna kind of get back down to the main road and check the weather. I think there's some weather coming in this weekend again, so we'll see. But we'll be going into Hot Springs pretty soon. And yeah, just gonna keep walking. The sun's up today. And let's get out of the Smokies. Hey everybody, we are out of the Smokies. About a mile after I got out, down into Davenport Gap area by I-40, the big highway. There's a fellow doing trail magic, so I had a breakfast of a PBR and Uncrustable, and it was amazing. And then there was a couple that came in. They are hiking the trail southbound, and they said they've got 1 mile to go until they finish their Appalachian Trail Thru-Hike. So pretty amazing. And he was a Marine Corps veteran, so it was cool to give a Semper Fi and see him on their way. But I'm gonna stop up here at the Standing Bear Hostel and do a quick resupply, check the weather, kind of come up with a game plan for the weekend and further on going in the Hot Springs area. So yeah, I'm full of PBR. I've got one in my backpack, so I can have one for dinner later. Looking forward to that. But yeah, doing good. Sun's out. Just enjoying the beautiful weather. Late afternoon update. I got out of the Smokies this morning at like 8:40-ish. And then just a couple miles up the road is Standing Bear Hostel. There you got a resupply, shower, food, like a little kitchen you can use. So I hung out there for about 4 hours, charged everything up, had a whole pizza to myself and a PBR. Delicious, but I am gassed trying to get up this hill. I'm so full. Oh man. I think I only got like 3 more miles to go till I can get to camp and get this pack off. But yeah, I'm feeling it. Ah, nature.